feminism?
Kind of right. It's nature. If you have to think about it, then you are not there yet.
Or equal rights for women? Well, it is really nice, but me, someone who has come from a different culture, where men are given respect and priority to be the head of the homes, even the Bible says so, and the wife has to follow the man's decision. Because if we can all be equal, then nobody will listen to the other one.
Purposeless. What it started out to be, gaining equality, has really lost all of its point because people who claim to be feminists often don't understand or accept other women and their choices.
The word feminism has been interpreted in many ways, often coinciding with the societal norms, while at the same time not using the classifying word feminist. Currently, it is regarded as a source of cultural discourse. Across the Western world and in Europe, there are disputes about what the actual definition of feminism is and what goals feminists aim to reach. In a 2020 article by Mark Manson, he wrote an article called "What's the Problem with Feminism?" He questions the strategies and motives of the feminist agenda, saying that the goal of feminism has shifted from equal rights to emotionally driven perceived slights. In a quote, "In the 1960s and 70s, feminist protests resulted in a series of laws that guaranteed under the law equal rights in the workplace, in university and colleges, in healthcare, and in the home. In the early 2000s, feminists valiantly fought against such oppressive forces, such as the word too, scary sports mascots, and patriarchal cereal boxes." While the first, second, and third waves saw women actively and physically fighting for a chance to have equal rights under the law, in the workplace, and in the home, the fourth wave is a bit more complicated. It deals with phrasing and implicit bias, something easy to catch but hard to change. And where better to learn a turn of phrase than in books? Authors have declared their support to the feminist movement, from J.K. Rowling, a well-renowned fiction writer, to Gloria Steinem, an author who changed the feminist landscape, telling the world how it is, and instructing women not to fall into a trap where they believe the fight is over. Phrasing against women can be very easy to catch if you know what you're looking for. It is no longer about the right to vote or about the right to representation, although some people are still fighting for that as well. It's about receiving the same treatment as if a man and a woman were both to tweet about how much they hate Hollywood. One would be considered an idealist. The other would be considered a rude harpy that just didn't get the role she wanted. Or women or men giving full attention when they are giving the same speech on health products. One will be regaled a hero, that they are allowing men to have these things for free. But women, you just don't want to pay for them. Or, probably the most important one, not calling a woman weak for leaving a job to spend time with her family, when a man would be called an honorable husband and a family man. Gloria Steinem's book is one of the most powerful feminist novels of its time. From its articles entitled "I Was a Playboy Bunny" to a tribute to her mother Ruth's song, because she could not sing it, it talks about her long, eminent career as a writer and an activist for women in America. She wrote this incredible ending line that I think is really important. "In my first days of activism, I thought I would do this being feminism, for a few years, and then return to my real life. What my real life might be, I don't know. But like so many others, now and in movements past, I've learned that we are in this for life, and for our lives. Not even the spiral of history is needed to show the distance traveled. And that is the last survival lesson. We look at how far we've come, and then we know there can be no turning back."